So, Miss Kim, what was the problem and what caused you to reach out to insurance and try to get a contractor to come out and restore your home back to a pre-storm state?
During February of 21, the freeze had came through and did some major damage to the roof, and it literally was leaking almost in every room except for two throughout my entire house. I had been working with the insurance company trying to get somebody out here, and that's I was getting nowhere with it. I still had buckets everywhere when it was storming, trying to catch the rain. It was a disaster. So talking to insurance is not easy if you're not used to working with them. Y'all made that process really easy. I had actually contacted them, and it had almost been 4 months. I'd been working with the insurance company and trying to get them to get somebody out here to get the repairs done for the roof. And so it had been a long, stretched out fight with the insurance companies.
And so initially they covered your interior. They were going to replace your sheetrock and carpet and things like that, but they weren't wanting to cover the roof.
They were wanting to cut a section out of my metal roof.
That's
so
right.
they were thinking if they cut one section out of this metal roof that it would fix the entire roof somehow. And then it was like, you can't cut just different parts of the roof out because it's a metal roof. And but the insides they were willing to do. And then they actually ended up going and trying to close the complete claim before anything even got done.
We really needed to tarp this roof, but because of the pitch and because it was a standing seam metal roof and it's 2-story, there was no easy way to tarp this roof to keep it from leaking on Miss Kim. And we couldn't complete the interior work because it was still leaking. So we got the insurance company to send out multiple adjusters, and we finally got them to allow us to tarp the ridges like they needed to be tarped. And once we did that, the roof stopped leaking, and they finally approved your roof.
Yes.
After 8 or 9 months. We started with the roof. We went back with a copper metallic standing seam metal roof. We upgraded you from 5-inch gutters to 6-inch gutters to catch that amount of rain. I think it's a beautiful roof. It's a showstopper. When you drive past it, you can see it sitting up here on top of the mountain, and it's a beautiful roof in my opinion.
Completely. I've actually had already a lot of phone calls on it because people can see it, like you said, up here on the mountain. My friends are calling on, oh my God, your house looks awesome. So very grateful for that.
So throughout this process, we started with the roof. Once we did the roof and the gutters, we moved to the interior and we started the interior work. What did you learn or experience throughout this restoration project that you didn't know before having an insurance claim of this magnitude?
There's a lot of parts to it, and insurance companies are really hard. And trying to just work with them by myself without having somebody there to help talk to them, it was almost impossible. They literally were able to run circles around me. Every time I thought I almost had something where it was pinpointed down, they would switch adjusters on me. Trying to work with an insurance company by yourself is not a good idea. That's the main thing. When Texas Select came out, you guys walked me through every single part. There was no part where I ever had to question, wait, what's coming next? Or what is that going to be like? Every time that y'all spoke with the insurance company, a lot of times the insurance wouldn't even call me and let me know that had happened. I would find that information out through you.
What would you say to somebody who's on the fence about working with Texas Select Construction?
Hands down, it's been the easiest company to work with. I had so many different roofing companies that tried to come out, and it was a disaster. Even a company that tried to come out and tarp the house, the sandbags blew over, hit the side of the house, was knocking paint off. This is a hands down. Texas Select has been an amazing company to work with. Being up here and by myself, I don't know if I want this, and I'm just going to be honest with y'all for a second. So being up here and I recently had lost my husband. So this is the first time I've had any type of project like this, of trying to deal with this by myself. You've got a lot of different type of construction people coming up here. And throughout this entire process, Josh came up and watched every single part of it. And while they were doing different parts of the roof, it's never had a time that I didn't feel safe. There wasn't a time that if I had questions about the way something looked, he would always, even if it was something like, are you sure you want to go this route? They were pausing, made sure all questions were asked. I think that meant a lot, meant a whole lot. And the people that came out and worked with you all your workers were extremely respectful, and also put up with my deer that seemed to try to take off with all their tools. That's the only other thing that, as far as, yeah. It did. It was a part of feeling safe.